Alright, we're loaded into the final game here that I shall be casting from the Gros Tournoi tournament. In the right-hand side, in the red, it is Jig. And in the left-hand side, in the yellow, or the gold, or the cheese color, it is SacDeFromage. With that chef's hat here, symbolizing that he's ready to cook some cheese right now. Will we be seeing it though? Actually, no. Surprisingly, no. This time, SacDeFromage not going for the 14, 13, 12, as it is probably one of the most iconic cheeses right now in ZVZ. And, you know, Jig, not even risking it. He's going for the Drone Scout at this point. It's like SacDeFromage just taking a regular base. It's a regular-ass, regular base. Who would have thought? Gonna be going for the gas into that as well. But you know what? Jig also going for that hatchery, actually. And, yeah, respecting it. He sees the timing of the hatchery. Sees everything is normal. We good, boy. I think he will be checking in the main, though. I mean, just in case. Because 14, 13, 12 also looks like a hatch first in a way. Sees the pool's not done. He's going to be quite happy about this one. Quite happy. Cheese emoji. Stinky cheese emoji. Yep. Alright, well, question is, who's going to be putting on the aggression? Is Jig going to want to take the initiative in this game? Textures are weird here. Is he going to want to take the initiative in this game, or is SacDeFromage going to take the initiative? We'll see it very soon. It's going to depend. Do both players put down a Baneling Nest? Do both players try to go for a push? We shall see. It's kind of hard to attack on this map, though, as it is a high ground with the kind of a wallable natural as well. I mean, you can put an Evo Chamber here, probably a Roach Horn here. Yeah, you still probably need 2 Evo Chambers and a Roach Horn to be able to block that off. But still, having the high ground advantage is none. You can't really, like, skip over that at all, so. Alright, looks like SacDeFromage going to be sending one of those Overlords to the third base location just to be able to spot one of those thirds are actually going out. And you know what? Normally by now, thirds are being taken. And it looks like SacDeFromage is going to be the one taking initiative on that one. Going to be sending that Overlord right there. Is going to see that it's in fact not there. But at the same time, he is taking his own at the moment. So what does that tell him? Well, tells him that, well, I mean, he's staying on 2 base, so he's going to need some additional information if he wants to proceed in this game. Evolution Chamber and a Lair already on the way as well. Is he going to be going for Roach Horn? Looks like yes, indeed. I do believe you can wall this off with 2 queens. And a couple of Lings already on the way here, and it's going to be dropping down the Baneling Nest. Now, Jig does not have a Baneling Nest, though, so this might be a little bit dangerous if he does break the wall. But the Spine Crawler's already here, and he can do a double queen wall off here inside that hole. So, there you go. Holding the front line. He has a Spine Crawler. He's not going anywhere. Oh, he's going for a full wall off. Yeah, screw this, dude. Okay, not completely a full wall off. Never mind. He just canceled that. There you go. Going to be putting that lower energy one in the front, higher energy one in the back. So she is ready to transfuse. Although, actually, no, I think it's for inject. Possibly. Missile is already on the way, as well as the Roach Horn. Meantime, though, SacDeFromage trying to go for Lair and +1 melee. Kind of an interesting way to go about it. But you know what? SacDeFromage actually has a third base, contrary to Jig. So Jig's definitely going to have to make something work with this 2-base Roach timing. Whereas the SacDeFromage is just chilling here with the Lings. Could be making more drones as well. I assume we're going to be seeing a Spire as soon as this Lair finishes too. He does see that the third base is in fact up. We'll see what he wants to do from there. Jig also spots the layer timing. So he knows roughly when that tech should be going down, which is roughly now actually. He also spots the Lings at the front, that they're still at the front, so. And chill. They're going to be going for that Roach speed as well. And I do believe we're going to be seeing a timing very, very soon. He is making 8 drones. I don't know if he actually plans on taking a third base. If so, he's going to need to get some map control before he can actually do that, though. which is easier said than done because, I mean, Lings are kind of hard to take map control from, right? Spire is thrown down by SacDeFromage, getting a second evolution chamber as well as the melee. He's going to want to go for mass Lings, mass Lingbane Muta against this Roach Force. But in a big enough ball, that Roach Force is going to be really, really terrifying. At some point, no amount of Lingbane Muta is going to beat it. Like, it completely outscales it. And he's been mining at the back of his main here this whole time. So there's actually a strategy I've been seeing in ZVZ as well, as you go for the 2-base Muta, or just generally anything 2-base, and you get that really safe backdoor third here. And there's not much you can do because there's no busting this front here, actually. Okay, he's going to be going for a crap ton of Banelings right now. And is he going to see it? Yeah, he sees this. Well, he sees the Lings coming in, but I don't think he sees the Banelings. He sees some Banelings now. And now he sees 4 Banelings. And now he sees a lot of Banelings. Oh, boy. Okay. Well, what is he going to be wanting to hit with these Banelings, though? Baneling's speed is actually finished right now. Ooh, going for a slight wraparound here. What is he going to go for with the Banelings? Looks like it is going to be the Evolution Chambers, denying that +2 and the armor. But, I mean, he used up a lot of Banelings there. I don't know how worth it that was. But, I mean, with the Mutas, he'll be able to, like, keep map control, I assume, right now, right? Oh, he has no gas, actually. He can't actually make Mutas right now. He's just full on with the melee and the pneumatized Carapace. I'm surprised about this upgrade. I'm not too sure why he's getting it. Especially since he's going to have air control, right? With the Mutas, so I wouldn't worry too much about that one. Unless he wants to do some sort of... Unless he might want to go into Baneling drops. That's maybe what he's thinking. Getting the armor as well. But you know what? 5 Spore Crawlers on the way as well as the Hydra Den. This is going to be a little bit difficult for... It's like the SacDeFromage to contest that right now. He's making 1 Muta. Just 1 to get rid of this Overlord. And he's going to stay on Lingbane Muta. Whatever that means. You know what? Now it's 3 base to 3 base. Economy is kind of equal, but Jig has a much sturdier, much beefier, much thicker army with these roaches. And then he's going to be adding in some Hydras as well. The thing is, Hydras actually cost a lot of gas, so he's probably going to need to get on that very soon. 1 singular Muta, just taking care of this Overlord. Very cool. And he has some work to do because he has this one to take care of. He has the south one. And Jig taking a reversed 4th base here on the gold, as he does not even care about the gas, as he kind of doesn't need to. I mean, he can make a lot of Hydras and a lot of upgrades off of only 6 gases. This is just for minerals. I mean, who cares about the gas at this point? That 1 Muta feels good about life right now with his 1 kill. This is excellent. All right, the Hydras are finally on the way, and there's definitely timing that Jig can hit here. And you know what? Jig actually sees that he's trying to mine out the back of his main here. I think he's going to want to probably look to take this expansion at the back. Not too sure how much this is good for SacDeFromage actually opening up this base. I feel like with Mutas and with Lings, you don't want to expose your main base. You're not as strong here. But I mean, throwing out a kind of a Spine Crawler wall, I do like this. 3 Spine Crawlers with a Spore. It's funny because I was watching GSO. Ragnarok did a triple Spore with a Spine, but this is a triple Spine with a Spore, so it's funny to see that setup once again. We had Infestation put here as well. Might even want to go into Hive, maybe looking to get those 3/3 upgrades. Does he know about this reverse 3rd, though? I'm not too sure. It looks like he does. And, yeah, Changeling here, spotting what is going on. He cannot bust this front here. He's going to have to find another way of attack. And this middle has not been cleared yet, so he's not able to access the south side. And, I mean, he's going to need to access the south side because there's an attack incoming, as he sees with this Overlord here. Actually, the Overlord speed might come in handy here, as it might allow some of his Overlords to actually get away. But this, I'm not sure how he beats this ball. I don't think there's enough Banelings right now. How many Banelings are there? Well, there is 16, so fair enough. He might actually hold this off, just barely. But he's going to be losing even more Overlords. He's going to have a hard time maxing on this. 17 more Bangs on the way. Greater Spire on the way. All right. Oh, going for the wraparound here at the back of the Hydras. How well is this connected, though? Roach is still at the front. Baneling's not quite connected with the Hydras. It's a good wraparound, but the timing of it all wasn't fantastic. And even if it was nicely timed, the Hydras were somehow in the middle, right? They were sandwiched by roaches. So there's the roaches with the 2 slices of bread. There was one in the front, one in the back too. So he was completely prepared for that one. And now this is getting scary because he's fully saturated on this gold mineral base, and he has a lot of income right now. Oh man, all these banelings going off on roaches, not exactly ideal. But you know what? He's forcing a lot of Hydras. Not fantastic versus Ling Bane at this point. And he's completely faked out the fact that he's been going like mutas. He made 1 muta, and that's it. So he forced out a lot of Hydras, which are a lot weaker versus Ling Bane Hydra. But now, you know what? A massive roach force here going towards the top side. And he's going to have to deal with 2 fronts at the same time. One here at the back with his spine crawls. But his army is all together. He can only defend 1, but not both. Oh, man. He's squeezing in through the minerals here, taking care of those spine crawls. And now he has access to the main base. You can try and target, use those banelings on the Hydras, but it's not always going to go the way you want it. And now this roach counterattack here at the top side going to be doing its own damage. Going to be taking care of that spine crawler, those 2 spine crawlers and that queen very, very easily. And actually, he's making Brood Lords at the back of this. These might come into play. I'm not sure how effective it will be. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like 8 Hydras here. That might actually be enough, and he's actually clearing out this base too. Nice burrow here on the drones. He still loses 14 though, which is not ideal. But you know what? 4 Brood Lords on the way. He loses the hive though, which is not fantastic. Oh god. Can he take care of the Hydras? Oh, the focus fire. He started stepping the Brood Lords. Is he gonna? Okay, he might hold this off just barely. The roaches here are still uncontested though, and they're still gonna keep on doing damage. There's 2 Brood Lords left, and the roaches are they just keep going, dude. Non-stop. And that's GG well played, and Jig takes it over SacDeFromage.